in your early 20s, you are becoming. There are a lot of question marks at this time, but at the same time, you're doing a lot of hard work. When I say hard work, I mean you're testing things out, but you're going hard into the things that you test. Don't try, do. So those of you who've watched my videos long enough, you're probably familiar with this type of language. Forget about trying. Forget about making an attempt. Forget about testing it out. Although you may not end up in the profession or in the area that you're starting out, you don't want to go halfway. We're waiting for the power. We're waiting not to self-doubt any longer. The doubt is there, but you do it anyway. So your problem isn't doubt. Your problem is courage. Doubt is going to be there, but doubt gets out of the way when you express courage. This is that call to adventure that every boy faces, because now you're embarking upon a journey that's going to require the development of a lot of your character. You're going to have to become a new person. You're going to face a lot of challenges. Move out of your parents' house and see what happens. I guarantee you figure it out. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. You have a feeling about where things should go because you're becoming a man, but you're not throwing yourself at it. Do the thing you're afraid to do. Go hard. It requires a tremendous amount of courage to say, I'm going to give this thing a chance. I'm going to give it my all. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. But I know that I tried my best. It's not about feeling confident about going into the situation. It's not about knowing that it's going to work out. It's not about having the most detailed plan for how this thing will happen. It's about doing it. Courage. You don't want to just dip your toe in. You want to jump in hard. Do not try, do. I'm focused on who you're becoming. And you become far more by following a challenging path than by following a well-trodden one. It's not about what you get, it's about who you become. Nothing is going to be the right choice the first time. You start on a journey. You don't make the right choice. You make a choice, and then you make the choice right. Do you understand? You move in the directions of your dreams, and that could change. You'll always have an opportunity to grow stronger. That never dies, that never ends. You'll be a grandpa, and you'll have an opportunity to grow stronger by taking a new adventure. There are different adventures, each one of them, but that very first one is the one you'll keep talking about. That's the thing. If you follow your heart, because that's where the call to adventure comes from. It comes from your heart, it comes from your body. Not only will you be okay, but you'll be 10 times better than okay, because you will have grown in character because of it. So you move in a direction, and it takes you to where you should be if you keep listening to your heart. Look at where I am now. I don't say this in an arrogant way. I say this to inspire you to follow your heart, because it always leads to what is pleasing in the end. It may be difficult in the beginning. It may be difficult for years, but you will die feeling a strong sense of integrity and loyalty to your heart. You can't buy that. When you no longer have the input of society, you don't have society telling you what to do. When I say society, I mean even your friends, your family. When you don't have everyone speaking into you, you have no choice but to speak to yourself. When you're by yourself, you've got to seek yourself. You've got to speak to yourself, because that's essentially what ends up happening. You might not like what you find. You might start growing agitated, irritated, uncomfortable. You cannot be by yourself, because the anxiety is a barrier against the fear that lies within. Depression is not only normal, it's essential, and be grateful for it, because it allows you to reorder yourself at a higher level. It is a process that's natural for spiritual evolution and physical evolution in the world. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of the ugliness inside you. There's nothing ugly about tears. There's nothing ugly about joy, sexual pleasure, laughter. These are all things that make us uncomfortable when we see it in other people, simply because we're suppressing it in ourselves. When you've gotten out of your own way, you will tap into a resource of vast creativity. Success is not doing the right thing, and it definitely isn't doing the right thing the first time. Success is having the courage to move in the direction of your dreams. Move in the direction that your heart is taking you. That is what success is, as you are progressively realizing that thing. Motivation doesn't get anything done. Motivation gets you going. Motivation is just a feeling. That's why I say you have to follow your heart. Not because of the thing that your heart is telling you to do at this particular moment, but because of the journey your heart will take you on. The end point of that journey, or how you fare along that journey, will be filled with love and pleasure and joy because your heart is involved with the work. Ignore sensibility. Ignore responsibility. Listen to your body. Follow your heart, and you'll enjoy this journey of life. It won't always be easy, but it'll be yours